would be levied
Yeah.
through real basic.
You know, it's not a big departure because we probably, through the fees that reflected, we're making some attempt at bringing some revenue, but it might, in all likelihood, it probably wasn't enough to cover the total cost of insurance.
Yeah, we won't know that until she's had a year of expense, and
Do I still have to fill out an application?
I think you should.
But just put it exempt for farming?
Ag,
And of this change, why did we put it in zoning, or this is what we wanted a heads up of what's going on in our county? It's a way for us to keep track of things. I don't want to change that.
No.
It's, in a lot of cases, we're not going to do anything about it, but there might be a case where something comes up that'll save some headaches with secondary roads, DOT, or with drainage districts, and so
Well,
forth.
that's not certain. Yeah, I mean,
You know,
So if there's no application fee and they don't apply for the application, there's still a penalty for not applying? Is
I
that-
would think
I
we
would
need
think
to
so.
know, that's something we need to say.
that was the question I was
Because we
asking
were
her.
going by the fee they were supposed to be paying, and now
Right.
that's gonna have to be changed.
Right.
You know, the whole time it's gonna be built, they might be exempt from paying a zoning fee, but they still need a building permit, so what's the fee gonna be then for that?
Well, there won't be
Fine, not
a,
a fee, the fine.
It's a fine, yeah.
Okay.
it's
Not
not-
applying.
yeah,
no
it'd be a
fee,
fine.
but there could be a fine if they
Yeah,
didn't
there'd be a
apply.
fine if they
Right.
don't get one before.
Is that on solid ground then, Earl? If we're still, yes, they're gonna be classified exempt, but if they do not come in and file an application,
I think probably what we need to do is we need to draft a separate ordinance that requires an application be made before any construction. And then it would be like this combined form of Carroll, which says building permit and agriculture exemption application, which is the application to get the exemption. Could you draw something up like that for us? Will. I will. And then that ordinance would have a penalty for failure to make the application. It's not a requirement that they have to pay anything to get it. They simply have to make the application and then get it. And then they also have to get the building permit if they do not qualify for the exemption.
through the zoning document that we have.
It's like a screening.
I bet you're
Now, essentially, we don't have that same title on it, Jerry.
We don't have, I've got planning and zoning application for building
Okay.
and construction.
And what we need is, we need it to be a combined application, and also the application for the exemption. And on it, then the people have to tell us what they're building.
Yeah.
And then looking at what it tells us, the building tells us whether or not it should be exempt from the fee. And then we simply add a line down there in what your current schedule is that says agricultural buildings exempt.
Right, I don't know why you need another ordinance, why can't you just put that right on here?
Well, if
It's
we're
outside of the
going to
zoning.
have a fine for failure to do it, we have to have an ordinance. We've got to have a means to enforce it, is the point of having the ordinance requiring.
Sherry, the argument is that because would be an ag exemption, that you have no grounds to do anything, and he's suggesting the ordinance to allow you to do that because it would not be part of planning and zoning. But this is a good document as far as the application where you combine them. I mean, that certainly makes sense.
Do you need the ordinance meet, or should we just go with?
I think you need to convene your board
Okay.
and talk about, bring them up to date of
Okay.
what's happened since they last met.
Okay.
And then, Earl, you will
I'll get an ordinance put it on the agenda for
Okay.
Yeah, sure, if you get anything, I can stop over your office and have
Okay, I'll copy the sheet.
We had talked about, and a lot of the counties are doing the escalating fee for non-exempt application fees. When we had talked before, you had indicated that you didn't think the inclining construction fee should be included in any kind of permit fee that you do. Do you feel that same way in both categories?
Well, that's it. And I guess I'm not gonna say both categories. You can do it on your, commercial buildings and such. You can do it, I guess I don't know that I particularly feel that it's right, but that's a political decision. But it cannot be done under the ag,
Okay.
zoning.
That would be another discussion for your planning and zoning group to talk about and make a recommendation back to us.
I just think you almost have to, somebody's putting up a garage for less than 2,000, somebody's gonna build a factory, you know, over $1 million, you know, they can't pay the same fee, my opinion, but I can ask the board and get them to,
Make a recommendation.
they just, it wouldn't really be fair to charge them the same.
Well, you know, the question becomes, does everyone pay a low level? I mean, you don't make everyone pay high level, you make everyone pay a low level, and the balance that you're not able to collect through the fee schedule would be made up through rural basic.
I guess the argument can be made that anybody that's thinking of coming in and putting in $1 million factory as opposed to a $10,000 garage is going to bring an economic benefit to the county as well. And having a sliding increasing fee is merely an impediment to attracting people. And like I said, that's purely a political decision.
That's true. I mean, you know, you have that valuation for taxation purposes is significant. I mean, that,
it's conceivable within the year, there might be more development as far as wind energy in the county. So, it'd be good, whether we charge $100 per wind well or,
Well, right now it's $200 on our application.
I think that's for $1 million thing. I imagine that's what other counties.
Okay.
thanks.
Yep. Want me to put that?
You're not taking any action on that today?
No, I guess, I'm thinking we want to have a discussion at the planning and zoning group with a recommendation.
That board needs to convene, and in the meantime, Earl's gonna start developing language for an ordinance. A standalone under a different section of the code than zoning.
It'll be a fairly simple ordinance. Be dealing strictly with building permits.
Excellent. Thank you.